Hey, everybody. My name is Doug Yullenbrock. I am the Director of Events with FMCA. And this is Thrillin', Chillin' Barbarella. She be the events manager with FMCA. And we've been having a lot of fun here lately. It's the last week before we get ready to go out to Gillette. And we've been, a lot of work's going into it, a lot of finishing up things. So we're all very excited to get up to Wyoming. I'll be leaving in a week and a half. Barb will be coming shortly after that. And then all you folks will be coming right about the same time. So we're excited. We are ready to go. We're going to have a great time up in Gillette, Wyoming. For those who haven't been there before, it's an outstanding complex. Camplex is the complex. Right?
It is.
Yes.
That is. It's complex. But
It's an awesome facility to have an event like ours in, and the city of Gillette is also a terrific place. Small town, but a lot of great big town features Gillette has. So we're looking forward to meeting everybody up there. And you haven't registered yet, and you're still kind of wondering, get yourself signed up. If you have friends, get them signed up. We still have plenty of room to have more folks join us. Today, with our frequently asked questions, or whatever we call this here little show, we are going to talk about some of the stuff, more immediate stuff. And we're going to start with parking and your arrival, because that's your first exposure to this event when you're getting there. So I know we talked about this the last time we were together here, the confirmation packet and what's all included in it. I want to tell you, if you got one of those in the mail, please open it now. If you haven't already, check to make sure everything's in there that's supposed to be in there. You should have a parking card. You should have badges. You should have a QR code. We'll go through those things. Let's show the parking card first. First thing, that's the parking card. You should have something that looks very similar to that. It might be green with a 30. It might have some different other markings on it, but you should have some kind of card that shows what type of parking you have. Along with that is your QR code. That'll also go in your window, and we will scan that, and that way we will know where you are at all times. Well, at least where your RV is. You might not know where you are. We also will have your confirmation booklet. That gives a lot of great information, including directions, which is right smack dab in the middle. So you can take a look at those. We encourage you to please use those directions. Most people will be coming in one of two gates, A or B. And in your packet, you should have received a card that said A or B. You enter that gate. We'll have plenty of signage coming off the highways and around the facility directing you to gates A and B. Please follow the signage, follow directions, and you should have no problems whatsoever finding your way to the grounds. Am I right?
famous. Yep. No problems at all.
What's famous? I'm famous?
We will have no problems at all. None. Yes.
No
And
problems.
Roger Donnelly. No problems.
Yes, Roger Donnelly said no problems. And he's one of our parking guys, and he's going to make sure that you're happy. And if you're not happy, you tell me, and then I'll go talk to Roger and find out why he's not making you happy. Right?
Right.
What do you do with that on your head?
Remember Johnny Carson used to do that?
He did. I do. What am I thinking?
August 21st.
August 21st. That card right there is when you should arrive. So you should have one of those cards. You'll put that in your windshield as well to show folks that's what day you're supposed to come in, and parking team will get you parked on that day. You also will receive, those are disabled badges there. They're blue. We also have yellow badges. That's for for family members. They should have your name on it, your location, your F number. If there's something wrong, you don't have the right badges, please let us know so we can make you new ones and either send them out or make some new ones for you. You can pick up at will call when you arrive.
And if you forget them in your RV, there's only a $5 charge to have them remade. Oh, psych.
What are you talking about?
We can remake them for you, but don't leave them in your RV when you're on the showgrounds. And I'll leave it there.
So what are you doing with this $5 you're charging everybody?
We're going to donate it to the events fund for after hours.
Events after hours fund, yeah. I don't know what's going on here. We've kind of lost control of this whole thing.
Okay. We're feeling groovy.
All right. Yes, we are. All right, this little card here goes in your towed vehicle if you're pulling something behind your motorhome, or your towing vehicle if you are pulling a trailer or a fifth wheel. Make sure you have that on your that card on your rearview mirror as you are going in and out of the grounds to make sure that you can get back in with no problem. You also receive some bonus bucks. Those can be used at the vendors in the exhibit hall throughout the event. Everybody gets, no matter who you are, you get one $5 bonus buck. So you can spend it either by yourself, or you can, go together with your spouse or partner and combine them for $10. So there's all kinds of different ways you can play with that. And we will also be having, for volunteers, they're going to get some more bonus bucks as a little thank you. And then some of our games and other contests, we do award bonus bucks as well. So keep an eye out for those.
You don't get change.
That's right. No change. So if you're going to spend these things, it's $5 and you're buying something that's $3, you're not going to get any change. So I suggest you buy something that's $6 so you can use the full value.
Last but not least.
And then, I don't know, what is it? Oh, if you decided that you wanted to go to the ladies' luncheon, and this is just for the ladies. I know some of the guys signed up themselves and we took you off. I'm sorry. You're not going to be
for you.
Yeah. So, if you were supposed to go to ladies' lunch, you'll have one of those tickets in your confirmation packet as well. Let's see. We do have a couple questions already. Do you want to talk any more about that packet?
Well, just first timers, you will have badge holder, little plastic badge holders, and some ribbons, and a little extra brochure for your and an extra placard for your sake.
For our first timers.
For first timers.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you are a first timer, we're going to ask, you certainly don't have to, but we're asking all of our first timers to come in at least by the 21st, unless they're asked to come in for a different reason a little bit earlier. The reason we want to make sure that you can get parked, you can get acclimated to the grounds, go and see some things on Tuesday. We have our walkabouts going on Tuesday, kind of short little guided tours of the event site. We also have our first timers orientation that afternoon, and then a chapter fair following that. So what we would like you to get there early, get your feet wet that first day, so that on Wednesday, once the event kicks into full gear, you are ready to roll.
You don't have to come in on Monday, but if you do, use Tuesday as your arrival date. If you could maybe try to get in before noon, just so you have time to get to those events planned for you.
Right. All right, Bob North, if my package is at will call, how can I find out what gate we go to? Bob?
You should have been emailed, but.
Yeah, you should have received an email for will call if we had a good email address for you. If you go online, or we can send you some information, or however you want to do it, we can get in touch with you and get you information about that. For most people, if you're a first timer, you're going to come in on the 21st, and you are going to go, if you have 30 amp full or 50 amp full, and you're just a family member, you're going to go to gate B. If you have 30 amp water, 50 amp water, if you're a volunteer, if you're disabled, you'll go to gate A. There's some other instances as well, but those are kind of the general parameters of who's going into what gate. So if you want to give us a call, send us an email. We'd be happy to, tell you exactly what gate you need to be coming in.
If we are will call, do we have to get out of the line and come back in line to park?
If you are will call, you do have to pull out, pick up your packet, and then you get put back into the queue to get parked. Yes, you do have to stop. You do have to get out of your vehicle and go get your packet. It doesn't take very long. You won't lose many spots. If you are traveling with someone else and you want to park with them, I suggest you have them come with you, stay in line together, so that when you go out, you'll be together and you get parked together.
If there's a parker on there, do they have a will call lane, or?
What'll happen is when you enter, you'll be coming in gate A. You'll come up Wrangler Road. You'll get to near the end of Wrangler Road, and you will see a bunch of signage saying, if you are ready to park, go straight. If you need to go to will call, take a left. into lot L, which is where our will call, our holding area, our arrival area, is our caravan area, all goes into that lot where folks pick up their materials. They gather if they're meeting other people there. They're getting together as a caravan to get parked. So you will turn into that lot. If you are ready to park, you will go all the way, continue all the way to Windmill. You'll take a left, and then they'll take you down Windmill Road. The parking folks will catch you there, and then they'll lead you to where you're parking.
And then this area too, you can use to unhook your toad, or, you know, put all your credentials in your windshield. If you do that before and you're ready to go, it's a little bit more helpful, but that's the area you can do that. Okay, Randy's good. When did the trams start running?
We will be starting trams on Monday for volunteers and for others. And then they go full on Tuesday. Now the trams we'll be having are just going over to Box Elder, which is lot A and B. If you have a grounds mat you're looking at, we're not going to have any bus trams around the facility, the main part of the facility, because everything is within walking distance. We will have some golf carts, 6-passenger golf carts running around to give folks rides in the main areas of the complex. Mostly disabled will be using those, but other folks can as well.
And tell them that they're cars.
And if you have a vehicle, a towed vehicle or a towing vehicle, and you're parked over in Box Elder or actually any of the other areas on the grounds, you are permitted to park in lot L beginning on Thursday. So if you want to drive your car either from Box Elder or from one of the other areas on the grounds and park in lot L, you can certainly do that. We also will have some limited parking in lots G2 and G3, which are just to the south of the Heritage Center. So, you know, lot L is the one that is to the north of Central Pavilion, and that's where the holding area and will call will all be located prior to the event. You have more questions for me, Barb?
Well, okay, what time do they start?
What time do what start?
The trams.
Depending on most days, they start 7:30, 8 o'clock. I think 8 o'clock on Monday, and then 7:30 starting Tuesday, Wednesday. Let's see.
Monday 8, and then to 9. Let's see, Tuesday 8 to 9, Wednesday through the 7:30.
Yeah, so Monday and Tuesday they start at 8. On Wednesday, going forward, they'll run from 7:30 till the end of whatever is playing that day.
Should we talk about this wonderful piece?
Sure.
Okay, so you all should have received, if not, let us know, the digital program. It is also up on FMCA.com, menu, events, event information, and then information central. There's a little posting for it. But when you get on site, you'll get this in regular form. The questions you're answering now, if you go like into ground services portion of this in the digital program, and it's kind of alphabetical, you'll be able to find out a lot of answers about everything you ever want to know about the show.
Yeah, we did send out, I believe it was was it? It might have been. I might have been sooner than last week. We did send out a link to the digital program, and as Barb said, that it is available online as well on our website. So, if you need to find that, we can certainly direct you to that.
It's in the comments.
It's in the we added a link to it, and then there's even a tutorial how to operate, maneuver through it. So. Very good, and you'll the exact same thing. Will get hard copy, and you'll also get 2 large grounds maps with all the seminars and activities listed on the back of it to carry around. So we haven't seen those yet; they're not here yet, but
no, they haven't been delivered. They should be coming in later this week down to our round bottom facility. John asks, are bicycles recommended? John, yes, and quite honestly, after our Perry convention, I was really amazed at the number of folks who were riding bicycles, particularly the powered ones. I'm not sure what those are. the real name of those are, but they I know we had quite a few in Perry, and I'm expecting the same here in Gillette. A lot of folks on bicycles, and we'll make sure that there's a bicycle rack for you to lock up to during the event.
The powered bikes, you have to maintain the speed limit, though. You can't just because you're on a bike, so you rip around.
Yeah, we did have a little bit of problem that in Perry. Some of the folks were not obeying the street laws. They're driving, with the other vehicles, but kind of just ignoring stop signs and just kind of running around. I'm afraid if that continues to happen, we are going to have an accident at some point. So please, if you're riding a bike on the street with the other vehicles, whether it's golf carts or cars, please maintain the same rules and laws that they are while you're traveling.
Is a tow. We're something about.
If we're towing a car with our motorhome, do we need to drop it before we go to our site? Yes, you do. You will need to either, while you're coming in, before you come in, once you get here, you will need to disconnect your towed vehicle, drive it behind your motorhome. Once you get there, you'll be backed into your site. These are not pull-through sites for the most part. You'll have to back into your site. And then you can put your car out in front or next to it, however you wish to do that.
If they're alone with a tow, do they get help?
Yes. If you're by yourself, obviously you can't do that. You'll go to your spot and then take care of it there. But for folks who are coming with either spouses or partners or someone else who can do that, it makes it a lot easier if you can disconnect beforehand or disconnect right when you arrive, and then go get parked. Once that's taken care of.
Randy says they're coming in the 20th. We'll call, but they're staying nearby. Can they drive and pick it up before and have everything before they bring their?
Yeah, well, we do open on the
Sunday.
On Sunday, which is the 20th. If you come in the 19th, we probably will have somebody at will call, or you will need to come to the info center, which is in the Wyoming Center. Usually by that time, the will call has already been picked up by the parking team, and they will have it up at the will call area, which is lot L. If you come in, just follow the directions and go to that area. We're not staffed to begin parking, particularly on the 19th, at least not, I'm sorry. Yeah, on the 19th, we do have some parking that's going to be taking place on the 19th, but they're not fully staffed to do it, but the will call will be available in lot L. I'm fairly certain on that day. So just follow the directions there. You'll be able to pick up your packet that time.
Gate A will be identified.
Yes.
So you just enter gate A.
Go to gate A and then follow the directions up to lot L. And then we'll call arrival area, welcome area. Many people call it different things.
I do want to stress again and again that we're parking Monday and Tuesday. We just try to get you in early so that it's not crazy. We split the arrival up. It hasn't have to be in stone. If you don't make it on the 21st, then come on in on the 22nd. We just try to get things settled down. Though Wednesday, the day the show starts, the seminars start right at 9. The actual exhibits don't open until 1. So there is that sort of flexibility in the morning time on Wednesday. So, we're still parking you. Afternoon on Wednesday, we kind of shift things back up to the info center, and there's a phone number to call and things like that. Just changes, but you can still get parked. Just, follow those directions. And then the show is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's full show, evening entertainment. So your checkout day in hotel terms is Sunday by noon. So it's a full 4 days of show, depending whatever part you want to partake. So hurry, let's get this thing going.
Barb did mention our parking days are the 21st and 22nd, that Monday and Tuesday. We will have some folks coming in on the 20th who are volunteers. So, if you are a volunteer who's part of the Frustrated Maestros, security, activity carts, or trams, you will be asked to come in on the 20th, and we'll have the parking team there to take care of getting you on grounds and getting you into your spaces. Let's see what we got here.
Looking groovy, baby. Ann is our fan.
Apparently. All right. Debbie has asked, we tow an extra vehicle in a trailer. Where's the trailer parking? We'll be arriving at the pre-parking area on Sunday. Can unhook and park the trailer then if possible. Debbie, what you're going to have to do is work with the parking team. They will get you to a spot. It just kind of depends on what kind of parking you've asked for as far as where that trailer is going to end up being parked. They will work with you to get that done. If there's someplace close we can park that trailer to your location, we can certainly do that. It just depends on what kind of parking you have and where they're going to want to put you and what's available to them at the time. So just, once you get there, pull into the holding area or, arrival area, let the parking team know that you have a trailer and you need to unload your car and then park the trailer somewhere, and they will work with you to get that accomplished.
If you do kind of traveling out there, roaming around until the show, and you find yourself in the area early and you can't get in another place you want to be, you're welcome to come in earlier than your arrival date.
Let's be clear about what earlier means.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sunday.
Sunday.
Like, because I'm thinking Monday, Tuesday.
Well, we're not talking come in a week early.
No.
We're talking,
no.
If you happen to be around and it's Saturday or Sunday, and you're not supposed to be there till Monday, we can accommodate you to a certain extent. It does cost an extra $40 to park earlier than what you're supposed to show up as, but we can do that for you.
Or you can camp overnight at no charge.
Right. If you want to
Dry
dry
camp.
camp. Right. You can dry camp. You can dry camp on grounds and just wait until your time to park in whatever type of spot you have.
And then on the same note, sorry, I'm taking over.
You always do.
If you want to stay later, absolutely can do that. There's a section in the program. It'll be on the app. It'll be it's called Staying Late, and you just have to work with the campground directly. After noon on Sunday, it all reverts back over to the Camplex facility. So you would just make arrangements with them, and the instructions are in the book for staying late.
Terry asked, we are arriving on Monday the 21st. Is Gate A still the entrance to park while waiting for others in our group to arrive? Also on Monday, so we can all park together. Terry, the answer to your question is yes. Please go to Gate A, go to the holding area, hang out there until all your group is there, and then let the parking folks know that you're ready to go. And depending on what your parking is, they will take you all either into your lot in the main Camplex area, or take you to the Box Elder parking lot up the street a little bit.
For advanced crew, so there we go.
Paul, for advanced crew, in your confirmation packet, we do have directions. You'll come in Gate A as well. Everybody comes in Gate A. We're not making kind of any exceptions for that. So please arrive when you do, either on Thursday or Friday, to Gate A, and come up Wrangler and to Windmill and head down that way. And that's where the parking team will collect you to get you parked.
Good.
You ready?
Gate A.
You ready to go on?
Yeah.
Move on? Move ahead?
Yeah. So I think we should talk about when they get there. And you're going to get, I've got Doreen on the prowl. You will get a welcome bag. And inside that welcome bag will be your program and a lot of other things. I suggest once you get in and settled, it's kind of empty that out and take a look at everything that's in that welcome bag. It'll have, there's coupons and just lots of little information, directions, how to work the app and on how to communicate, and different items. I don't know if I have anything like that here, but there'll be, this event is a governing board meeting event. So we also have an annual membership meeting at the end on Saturday morning. So this card will be in there. You should fill that out. We'll have a drum. Order that drum.
I got it.
Thank you. In the center. I don't have a table for it. Anyway, And I'm teasing. And drop this card in there because there's a drawing that is money.
$250. 10 people will
Whoa.
win $250 at the annual
Wow.
membership meeting.
So that'll be in that welcome bag. And then all those sheets of, I know it looks like a bunch of sheets of paper, but that's sort of how our vendors do it. And they invite you to things. They give you discounts for that ad. So be sure to look those over. Don't just leave them on the thing. Then you're going to get to this book, like I said. Then there's a letter inside that book, and that's sort of your, I don't know, overview of the show, just punch list of just different things that kind of get you started and kickstart you through the day and that first day especially. So there will just be some general information. Some of it's in here, or this will say reference this. So just kind of take some time and read that carefully. It's a lot of information. And then also, I haven't done it yet, is that will be an ad change sheet to this. The app will be correct, but this book will not be correct, and neither anything printed. So that ad change sheet, you should go through real quick and just make a note so you don't go to a seminar that's canceled or changed a room or that type of thing.
What Barb's referring to a little bit is if there's some instances where either an exhibitor had to cancel or someone who was doing a seminar either had to cancel or we had to move the room around or something. And so what we do is and now that all happened since we printed this. So what we have to do is create a sheet that says, okay, the program is almost 100% right, but here's a couple things that have changed since then. Now, as you mentioned, the event app will be up to date, so all the information in the event app will be current, and you can use that when you're doing your scheduling and planning.
There'll be a tutorial sheet in the welcome bag on how to access the app and our text messaging services, which are all listed in here. Also.
Yeah, we're in the final stages of getting the app ready to go. So within probably the next week or so, we will be sending out an e-blast, getting folks the information on how to download the app, how to sign up for the text messaging service. And I encourage you to do both. You never know when something might not work quite right. We want to make sure that you're getting the information either through a text. We do our notifications through text. We also do notifications through the app. And then, of course, the app you can do so much more with as far as putting your schedule together and doing a lot of other things with that. So we do encourage everyone to do that. I have a little bit of, and I'm not sure how to phrase this, unfortunate news, and I don't know how bad it will be when we're there. But I know I was speaking with folks from the grounds not too long ago. They just had a big event there, and apparently Verizon is not behaving very nicely up in that area. So I do want to make folks aware that, if they do have Verizon service, it might not be the best while you're up there. And I think we actually had some issues with it the last time we were there, where if you were inside a building, it wasn't working so great. There is Wi-Fi throughout the grounds that you can use. It might not be the kind of Wi-Fi where you can watch movies all day and night, but you can certainly use it for the app, and you can use it for a lot of other things while you're there.
What did he say the word was? Guest, Camplex guest?
I believe so.
Yeah, you'll see it. It'll pop up for you to select.
Right, and that's just that's both in the buildings around the grounds and in the parking areas. They have Wi-Fi, whatever those little doodads are that are on poles that big technical guy I am doodads.
Doodads. We'll get back to our questions.
Do we have more questions?
Yeah, can someone volunteer who has not signed up?
Yes. You can
Email us,
call us, Chris, and we'll be happy to get you involved with the volunteers, depending on what you're looking to do. I know we do have.
I need seminars.
We need seminars. We need security.
Those are pretty much the main ones. A lot of them are.
Yeah, those are our two big areas that we need to fill right now. So if you can, if you're interested in helping out, we certainly will gladly accept your offer.
Just if you do either one of the seminar arrives Monday but security arrives Sunday, so make sure you can do that.
Yeah,
Either way.
and we'll, Chris, if you are interested in doing that, we'll either get you something sent out in the mail quickly, or we will have something we'll call for you. Oh, Chris is
he's already parking.
Well, you're already there.
Well, you're there. If
Yeah.
you want to do more,
Absolutely.
find out. Just go to the volunteer meetings. Because I can't code you again. Just go to the volunteer meeting that coordinates what you want to do, and then say, hey, I'd like to be put on the schedule, because we always have open.
Chris, why don't you send us an email and let us know what you're looking to do? Because if you are looking to do security, I can get you set up through the sign up thing. Yeah, let us know what she's looking to do, or your others looking to do, and we'll certainly
help
get
you
it
out.
signed out. Yeah.
For your other Saturday morning at 9:00, they all go and pack welcome bags. That could be a start for something to do. That's a lot of fun. And then they deliver them. So
yeah,
do that.
And one thing Barb mentioned a little bit earlier about the welcome bags is you will receive your welcome bag, and our goal is to give you welcome bags as you are arriving. And I know that doesn't always happen 100%. So we will have some welcome bags at the Wyoming Center when you get parked, if you didn't get one. But we do try to give everybody their welcome bag as they are arriving and getting ready to park, getting in the queue to get parked. We tried that a couple years ago. It worked fairly well during COVID. We had a little bit of an issue in Perry with some problems. But we're going to try it one more time here, and if it's smooth, we'll continue. If not, then we'll go back to some other ways that we used to do it in the past.
So they're not packed till Saturday morning. So if you're already on the grounds or arriving Saturday morning, we've got to backtrack and try to find all of you. So that's one rough edge. But after that, then they're stationed at the entrances. So it's just some hiccups early on, but once the main day starts, they should all be in place and ready to go. But if worst case, come to info or the office. We have extras.
Right.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about now, Barbie? It's kind of your show today.
It's Barb show. Yeah.
Barb show.
This I want to talk about. Everybody who's read this. I should say what it is.
What is that? What is that thing in your hand?
There's this thing called the Supersize Book Club that was started years ago, and it just gets better and better every time we go somewhere.
And where was it started?
In here in Gillette.
In what year?
18.
That's right. It's 5 years. It's 5-year anniversary of the book club.
It's awesome.
What do you think about that?
I think it's awesome because it's just, and it keeps going, and you guys really are into this, and I love it. And these authors, I get them so excited. They can't wait to get here. This one is also, there's a bummer with this one is, it's on Saturday at 1:30. So the biggest bummer with this is he's not bringing any books. So you don't have to read the book or bring a book, but if you want it signed, you're going to have to pre-order it Amazon or Barnes and Noble, wherever you can get it.
Bring it with you.
And bring it. And I know that's a bummer. It's only the second time that's happened, but there's not a bookstore in Gillette that could help us. So he's coming bookless, but you don't have to if you get on Amazon. And this is an older edition, it's not expensive book, it's not hot, so I think you should be able to find it. The cover looks like this. There's covers that look a little different because there's also a movie of our book, and that's going to be played on Wednesday night at 6:30. You can watch the movie, then have your book. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Have the book.
You're putting on me like I'm going to be showing it. I'm going to be in the control room showing the dang movie.
The guy in the
Right.
booth. Will there be popcorn?
I believe there will.
Okay. Popcorn and what do you get? Jujubes and
I don't know about all that.
snow caps. Anyway, this is the book, and I never say it right. I always want to say Unforgiven Life. It's The Unfinished Life, and it's excellent. My reader, my secret reader, I always make her read the books, and she gave this 5 stars. So it's an easy read. And Mark Sprague will be there to sign it and tell you about his really wonderful, crazy life in Wyoming. If you look up his bio, it's just his beginnings were in Wyoming and as a kid, and they were outfitters in Yellowstone. And I mean, if you even talk about the book, make him talk about his life because it sounds great. So you'll learn a lot. I want everybody there because we're in that big theater and I want those seats full. So when you get your app, schedule yourself for 1:30 on Saturday, Seminar 1, Supersize Book Club. Think I sold it?
You did a very fine job. I think
Bring your friend. Everybody has to be there.
there will be a lot of people showing up.
They have to be because he thinks we're just great. So we gotta prove it. So I can have another book club in Tucson.
I think we're going to anyway, aren't we?
I gotta find out. Anybody, any authors, contact me. The journey is always stressful.
Oh, that's always the fun part about it. You get nervous and you don't think you're going to find something, and all of a sudden you find something great. So
they come out of the woodwork.
it'll be good. It'll be good. All right. What else do we need to discuss here? We don't have any more questions, so we're kind of on our own here. We can do whatever the heck we want.
Salute to service.
Oh yeah, let's do all our charity stuff.
Kylie, our producer, has just yelled across the room that we want to talk about salute to service. So let's talk about that. One of the things we started a few years ago was just a way. It was a way that we thought, let's thank those who have either served in the military or as police officers, fire folks, EMS. It's a way to thank them. And quite honestly, FMCA is filled with those types of people. We have so many people who have served in some form, and so we wanted to come up with a way to do this, and we came up with the idea. Okay, why don't we ask these folks to send us a picture of themselves in uniform, either back in the day when it was going on or recently, and let's be able to thank them. So if you or your spouse, partner it has served in some capacity, we encourage you to send your image and fill out the information that we provide, so that we can get you on our salute to service video that will be shown the final night of entertainment on Saturday the 26th. We've had really great success with this over the years, with folks sending things in and being able to play this video and let folks other attendees see that you were part of either the military or some other service. So Kylie, this is kind of her baby. She's taken it over. There is the link to get to send your information into. I think we've included it in some e-blasts. It's included in the confirmation guide, and we'll have it in the program as well. So get your pictures, send it out. Say it again.
They can also email me.
Or if you want to email Kylie, KDOLL@FMCA.com, you can send it to her. Hey, there it is. I was doing that off memory.
She takes such good care of us.
Yeah. So, I encourage you to do that. It's really a neat way for us to salute you and thank you for the time you spent in your life, either protecting us in the military or helping in your community.
Magic Mile.
Yes, we have a couple. One of the things we do, and another thing we started a few years ago was our charitable thing. And let me just see what we got there, Barbie. So we've got so on page 23, you'll find it's in the program. We started what we call Driven to Care a few years ago, and it involves a couple different things. First, we do our Magic Mile, which will be on Thursday morning, 8 o'clock. Friday morning at 8 o'clock. We ask folks to pay $10 to go walk a mile, and all that money will be given to our charity of choice, which is the Habitat for Humanity group in Gillette. At this event, it's a very easy walk around the grounds. A lot of people having fun. It is going to be on our Getting Groovy Friday. So we're going to encourage folks to put their tie-dyes on, wear their sandals or whatever the heck. I don't wear sandals, but I know some of y'all do. Go and have a fun day with it.
What
During the
did
Magic Mile.
60s workout gear look like?
I don't really know that people did work out in the 60s, did they? I don't think it was a thing back then.
Well, we're going to look that up.
I
There
don't.
could be some really cute outfits. Walking.
All right, then.
I've seen some of those pictures.
You have?
Those guys, short shorts.
The guys in the short shorts. Yeah. Okay. Is that what we're going to be looking for?
Maybe.
Boy, I'm not sure. That's probably a good thing. I don't know.
You don't have to dress up.
But
No,
we
I'm
do
teasing.
we do want you to go do the Magic Mile though. It'll be a fun day, fun morning. Kind of get your blood going first thing in the morning. Should be a beautiful time of the year in Gillette. I don't think it'll be near as hot as what it was last time we were there in July. So plan on doing that on that Friday morning. We also do have our silent auction, which is something we started, I think, in Tucson,
Yeah, it was
last year. And basically what we do is we ask chapters, individuals, companies, whoever, to donate something, whether it's a basket or whether it's individual products or things that folks can come and bid on. And the money raised will also go to the Habitat for Humanity. And we'll do a presentation on Saturday night before entertainment to the group with the money that we have raised for them through the course of the event. I encourage everyone to participate in both. Either if you're looking at the auction, either as someone who donates or someone who purchases and bids on these items. There really are some great things that we've had donated through the years. So make sure to stop over at the info center and check out the silent auction table just to see what's available for bid. Maybe you'll be taking it home. Now, I know Barb's going to say, she's about ready to jump in on me. I could just see what she was going to say. I know exactly what she was going to say.
Let's see.
The bidding ends at 3:00 on Friday. Right? Is that what you're going to say? Is
Bingo.
that
Yes,
right.
please.
So what we want you to do, we're gonna do the bidding on Friday at 3:00, and then after that, we're gonna give people an opportunity to pick it up that afternoon. And then what we were having is problems with people being able to pick it up on Saturday. So we're stopping the bidding at 3:00 in the afternoon, and then they have 2 hours that afternoon to come pick up their whatever it is that they've bid on and are gonna end up purchasing. And then any leftovers we'll take care of on Saturday morning.
It was Kylie. It was because at 5, and then we were 6, 7 o'clock trying to get calls out. So we're doing it a little earlier so we can get a hold of people and give them a chance to.
And unfortunately, there was a number of people in the past where this has happened, where they chose, or they were leaving early, so they weren't even around. By the time we got hold of them, they had already left. So then we'd have to go to the second winning bid. So we want to kind of eliminate that problem. And, it may still happen, but, we're going to give people the opportunity to pick it up on Friday before 5, or at least early that evening.
John just wants to have you reiterate about the toad unhooking.
Yeah, John, what we're looking for, if you're gonna come in, we do ask that if you can, unhook before you arrive at Camplex. If you can stop at a store along the way, just outside of town, or stop somewhere along the way. If not, we will be able. You can pull in the welcome area, and we'll have a lane that you can go into and unhook, and then get back into the parking queue. So we do, before you do get parked, we do need to have you disconnected before you get over to the parking areas. It just makes it a lot easier as you're being put into your spot. If you're unhooked already, you can just drive right in and get parked.
The mobile app, when will it be ready?
Terry mentioned just a little bit ago, we're looking at having it early to mid next week. We are kind of in the final stages of putting it together. What we have to do is we have to wait until the program is completed before we put the app together, because as we're doing the program, we make corrections, make changes, and we want the app to be as up to date and as accurate and as we need it to be the same as program. It can't be different. So we need to make sure that all the changes that we make to the program are included in the app. So we get the program done, we take those files and we start loading them into the app. We're in the process of going through and kind of cleaning everything up, making it look pretty, so that next week when we do make it available, it's ready to go.
Is there anything you want to mention about?
I know that we have sent out some emails, and there's some places that if you are planning to use the app, we need you to register to use the app, and you need to send in your name, last name, first name, and your email address, so that when you do download the app, you are part of the registered group, and you shouldn't have any problems doing it. We had some issues, and we're still having some little problems with getting that information out to people, so they can become a registered person. But if you can go to that address that Kylie just magically put up on the screen. I don't know how this stuff works. It's great though.
She's like a little.
I know, it's amazing. I think you could work at Channel 12. I really do.
I know.
And the spelling's even right. Most of the time the spelling's wrong on them dang things.
I think she could be Jumbotron.
Jumbotron?
She's
Oh
ready.
my gosh.
Ever down at the stadium?
Yeah.
Bengals?
Yeah, there you go.
I could work with Joe Burrow. Oh man.
I don't think
You and Joe.
you won't get
You
close
and
to Joe
Joe.
Burrow. I'm sorry, but you won't get close to him.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Unless he comes up there, maybe he'll come up there. I want to be, want to hang out with you. I don't know.
And it's important that if you want to use the app, you have in your couple, you can't use the same
Email address.
email. You have to put in 2 different email addresses.
Yeah, that's one of the challenges we found in Perry, and I'm hoping that CVent changes the way they do things, because they go by email address rather than phone number. And I've told them, use the phone numbers. Forget the email address. Everybody has a different phone number for their phone. So, but you do if you have one email address and your spouse typically uses that, you have to come up with another email address. You both can't work off the same email address and have individual schedules. You have to have a different email address if you want to do your own schedule.
There's other little quirky things too that we hate about it, but just kind of go with the flow, because it is great once you get on and get through it and things. It's just getting on has been trouble. Golf cart, if they're parked with AIM and Box Elder.
Cheryl, you certainly can rent a golf cart, and that's your prerogative, and certainly it will make it easier for you to get around. We did, earlier talk about that if you do have a towed vehicle and you choose to drive it over, you can certainly do that and park in lot L or park in lot G3 or G2. I know a lot of people do rent golf carts, and it is very convenient, no doubt about it. You can scoot across the racetrack and be right over to the grounds in a short amount of time. So I'm not going to recommend, but I'm not going to say don't. We got a new golf cart group called Herc Rentals, and they'll be happy to rent you a golf cart. I would suspect that they're probably getting close to the time where they're going to shut down, if they haven't already, their reservations, because they do need to start packing and getting them up there. So if you are going to choose to, you might want to get in touch with them soon to get something reserved. But I guess it just really depends on how you want to travel, and if you're comfortable with the golf cart. If you do have the golf cart, you can be part of the parade. If you're looking to do that, you certainly put together some decorations on your golf cart and join the folks on Friday night for the what's it, Feeling Groovy Parade? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, and we actually have a sponsor for that, and I believe it's
Smart Hub Sensors.
Smart Hub Sensors is they are the official sponsor of the Feeling Groovy Parade on Friday night, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with that. And that's gonna take folks right up into the Good Vibrations Chapter Fest, which is absolutely something brand new that we've ever done. We're gonna have some fun out in the plaza area. Big grass area. We're encouraging chapters to kind of bring their pop-ups, their coolers, their food. We're gonna have a good time up there that night. So plan on spending your evening up there. And we do have a group from Atlanta, Georgia area who played down in Perry. They're coming up. They're going to provide entertainment that night. The name of the group is Casual. They're a terrific a cappella group, and I think you're going to love that.
And I've been watching Woodstock documentaries. So that's my visions. Everybody's going to be in there in the grass and watching music.
You know, it rained a lot then, right? It rained a lot.
Well,
It's kind of
it
a mess.
rained, I know, but we have a plan. They didn't.
Yeah.
We have, well, they had 400,000 too, but
We won't have that.
we'll have it.
But if it does rain,
Rain.
we're going to go inside. We're going to go in a central pavilion if it rains. So we're in good shape there.
And they didn't have enough food, but we will.
We're going to have some food trucks out there. We'll have concessions out in that area. So come and have dinner up there. Grab a bite to eat while you're enjoying the music and the company of 1,000 of your closest friends or being friends. So it's going to be a good time. And like I said, this is the first time we're going to give this a whirl. And we hope everybody comes out and enjoys it. I think it's going to be a fun night.
Yep.
What do you think?
I know it is.
Okay.
And so I'm like, what if it kind of rains? Because you know how those storms come in? How will they know if we call it like we're going inside or it? Because, you know, sometimes it rains and then it stops. And then you think if it rains like at 5 o'clock, it goes inside, or just will we text it out what to do?
I don't know.
Okay.
I guess we'll
Stay
figure that out.
tuned.
We'll figure that out when it happens. I mean,
We are like Woodstock. We don't.
we'll obviously have a plan, but I don't know. I mean,
Just
you know, it
kinda
depends.
go with the
It
flow.
depends on what's happening that night. If it's,
But
you
we're
know,
prepared.
if we're going to get a quick shower come through, then we'll probably hang out. If it's going to be a prolonged evening kind of thing, we'll go in and
Have your tarps.
hopefully we don't have to worry about it at all. And it's going to be a beautiful night. That's what I think is going to happen.
But all our veteran FMCA attendees know you always kind of get some rain, so get ready. All right. What, do we have any more questions yet? Okay, so I want to go over the fun stuff. I think we're good. I think we're caught up.
Are we good?
Okay.
All right.
So during the event, there's several activities that require you to sign up. And there's some tournaments. And let me start with all the sign up. You can't do it on the app. Like you can schedule it for yourself, but it doesn't sign you up. You have to physically come to the info center, and there'll be clipboards with all the different sign up opportunities and the days and the times. And you'll do that, and then go to the event that you signed up for. So we have a cornhole tournament, a ladder ball tournament. We have what's the other thing?
We got pickleball going on.
Oh yeah, I want to start pickleball, which is new to us. And it's not that you have to sign up to play, but if you want to take a class.
Yeah, they're going to do instruction on Thursday and Friday mornings, I believe, from 9 until noon. There'll be 2 different sessions each morning of 8 people. So you sign up if you want to get some instruction from Bill Knopp and his wife. So they're going to be there. Bill is the president of FMCA's first ever pickleball chapter out in the Arizona area. So he's going to be there with his wife to provide some instruction and also kind of oversee the use of the courts. We'll have 2 courts in the Wyoming Center, and I know Kylie's going to tell me who the sponsor of that is as well. And it is it's CDI Custom Paints, I believe.
Yes. Oh,
Good job, Doug.
still got it.
So a little pat on the back. So we do encourage folks, if you're interested in playing, either learning how to play, or you are an avid player already, or just a recreational player, come over and, those courts will be open. They'll actually be open Tuesday. I believe Tuesday we start Tuesday with open play. Tuesday 8 to 5, Wednesday through Friday 12 to 5, and then Saturday 8 to 5 again. So the courts will be open during those times for open play. If you want to come over and get your friends together and play, or if you are looking to learn the sport, there's some good opportunities, and you will have to sign up for those prior to the classes.
Open play, though, I'm not sure. He may set up a schedule just so you're all not showing up at 2 o'clock on a certain day, but we don't know that yet. But open play is, there's 2 ready to go. So, and there might be some limitations so other people can play. So watch for further rules, pickleball rules. So we also sign up for the Hatitude contest for the ladies or whoever. And we have Mr. Whiskers as
we have.
he's returning with gusto.
Right.
So we have a lot of little sign up things, and that's all in the info center.
And we do have the craft signups, which will be Wednesday morning, starting at what time you start those? 8?
8 o'clock,
8 o'clock till
11
11ish.
in the room in seminar 11. Then it will move to the info center to kind of for the not stragglers, but after the hours. So don't panic. It'll still keep going. They'll sell till they sell out. And then crafts start Thursday and continue through Saturday.
Paul asked, I registered for C-Event. It said I was successful, but it did not send me a 4-character code to unlock the event. Suggestions. Paul, it's not going to work yet because we have not published the event, the event yet. So you can't get into it yet with the 4-digit code. Once you download, it will be taken care of, or at least Maria is telling me it will be taken care of, that you will get that code. So just hold on until we actually publish the mobile app. It's not published, so it's not providing any kind of code to get into it. Yeah, we will have, once again, a friendship center in the Wyoming Center. It is going to be right next to Seminar 11 and right next to the info desk. So keep an eye out for that. We'll have our Gillette magical photo machine in there. And we'll have some games and some other fun things to do if you want to just come out and hang in there with friends. Could be fun. Get some cool pictures of folks in their tie-dyes and kind of some of the groovy get-ups we're gonna have in there.
We'll also have a book exchange table. So if you bring your books.
Yeah, if you have some books, if you have some books that you want to donate or and then you want to take something with you, feel free. It's kind of cool.
I know. People really enjoy that.
Yeah. What else? What else you want to talk about? You're just kind of paging through there, finding things.
I know, because quilts. My quilts for kids will be on display around Thursday at noon. They're just beautiful. It's ladies work all year. And then the quilts, they collect them, and then they're given to this year the Yes House in Gillette, which is a youth support organization. They're getting the quilts, and everything we're going over is in the program, and will be on the app, and is now out digitally, and it's under an area called Special Events.
One thing I want to mention that's going to be a little bit different for folks who have been to conventions before. Typically for, the spring conventions, we have opening ceremonies on Wednesday night, which kind of makes sense. It's the first day, the first evening. But for our summer conventions, because we have the governing board and a lot of other things going on that first day, we typically don't do opening ceremonies that night. And we move that to Thursday, which sounds... And it's always seemed to me to be just kind of crazy because we're already 2 days into the show. So what we're doing for this time, and hopefully maybe, I'm not sure, it'll continue, is our opening ceremonies are actually going to take place on Tuesday night before the official start on Wednesday morning. So we're going to have over in our main entertainment that night will be the Colorado Keys. They are a dueling pianos group. So we're going to have a lot of fun with that. Prior to that, we're going to do all the opening ceremonies, festivities, things. I think Barb's got all kinds of special folks showing up for that. So to say hello, to say welcome. So just make sure that you understand that, our first night, our opening ceremony and our first night of entertainment will actually be on Tuesday night, the 22nd. I just always kind of thought this would be a good idea, and so I did it. So we're doing it. So just make sure you got it on your schedule that not to look for Wednesday night as the opening ceremonies. It will be Tuesday night. Galen has asked for the pickleball lessons. Do you furnish equipment? Galen, we will have some paddles there and some balls there, so there will be some stuff there. And I'm guessing, and I'm not sure exactly how much Bill will have, but I know he's a pickleball crazy person. He goes to tournaments all over the country, so I'm guessing he has maybe a pickleball or a racket or two in his RV that he'll make available if we don't have enough. I know we do have some equipment. I'm not sure if we have the eight paddles that will be needed for everybody, but we do have some, and he I'm sure has some as well. We have the nets and all the other stuff to set up the courts.
I would recommend, because I'm trying to learn it too, there is a certain kind of shoe not to wear while you're playing pickleball. So maybe Google that just to make sure you have a good shoe, because I think that it's the way they move.
But I have no idea what the floor is going to be like when we're there.
Yeah.
We're going to have to probably, the floor there is,
concrete, but
we'll see.
we just kind of look up that. Say what we don't want injury, because I hear there's a lot of injury. Because
that's the way to encourage people to go.
well, no, but
come get injured playing pickleball.
no,
Awesome.
but hey, who's going to get injured but me? So it's like, just read up on it a little bit.
Little story about Barb here. A couple years ago, we went to Perry.
Gillette.
No, well, Gillette. What'd you do in Gillette?
I fell on the 13th before we went on the July.
Oh, that was the one where you fell at home.
Right, and broke my
You
arm.
broke your arm. Right. Well, after that, the next year we go to Perry. So what'd she do? While we're at Perry, she goes roller skating. Great idea. You can't walk through the house, but you're going to go roller skating. I like it. While we're in Perry at that.
I did terrible though. I got to go practice.
No, stay away from the roller skates, especially around convention time, please.
Yeah, well, I was working in a sling that year. Boy, it was
Sure.
crazy.
Yes,
Crazy
sure.
one arm, neck person.
Lauren's asking what time is the opening ceremony? It'll be at 7 p.m. on Tuesday night. We will start that and then go into the entertainment at 7:30.
Every day, not every day. Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, 3 o'clock. You go with this dude and play trivia in the Central Pavilion receptions area.
Right.
So if you're feeling that, you got that.
If you think you have a whole lot of useless knowledge in your head, come see me.
He's the guy.
I'm the guy to work with you on that.
And then some of the nights, for those of you who not ready to go to bed yet, you want to make the night go a little longer, come over to karaoke with Keck,
Karaoke with the Keck.
Keck.
Lamar Keck.
Lamar Keck. We'll have karaoke in the Central Pavilion receptions area, 9 o'clock every night. Just be careful because the trams will not be running the later you stay.
Yeah, we do. Trams will be shut down shortly after the entertainment, the main entertainment. So if you are going to hang around for karaoke, I suggest you either have a golf cart or some other transportation available to you to get back to your RV, or if you're walking, you certainly can do that. One of the things that, and I'm not promoting this, I'm just making folks aware of it. At Gillette, you can bring your coolers, you can bring your beverages of whatever variety around with you to whatever events you want to, take them to. I'm not, like I said, I'm not advocating what you do or what you drink or what you carry with you, but you do have the ability to do that. We do not have any sales of beer or wine or liquor during this event, but if you choose to, you can take them to whatever activities you are participating in. So there.
Yeah, I think we got that. I think it was very smooth.
And that, I know
very smooth.
I would never do karaoke without some sort of.
We all would appreciate that.
What?
Karaoke without sober karaoke, and you just, I don't know.
I don't think that would work.
Well, wait, you could be sober, but we all need.
Yeah, that's right. I'd probably be pissed.
The first timer question.
Okay. Do we put our QR code in the windshield until after we park? You really don't need the QR code in your windshield, and it is kind of a big piece. I would wait until you get parked and then put it in there once you are parked. You can put it in ahead of time, but it is a kind of a big piece, and we will not be scanning until after you are parked. So you certainly can wait until you are settled in. Put that in your windshield, and then the guys from the parking team or girls will come around and scan you and get you into the system.
It's kind of new to us, and we get better every time.
Yeah, we've tried some different things with it, and last time we tried scanning people when they were coming in, and we had some glare issues, and we had some movement issues, and it didn't work really well, and it actually got to the point where it almost became a little dangerous to have people out in front of our RVs while they were entering. So we decided, let's scrap that and then go back to just scanning once everybody's parked.
And then if you do, for some reason, get moved, you have to be re-scanned. So just make sure whoever moves you, that gets arranged if you end up having to move positions.
Right. And if for some reason you show up and you don't have your card, or you need a new card, or something's happened, come to the information center, and they can take care of getting you hooked up with that.
Can Rochelle print out there? Come all the way
I'm not sure how that's going to all work. We'll have to figure out.
See if Will Call can help you first, but you might have to come all the way in. I hope not. But
yeah, we'll just have to see how that can be done. If she can do it out there, I mean, I know she's going to have a printer out at Will Call. I'm just not sure she's going to be able to print that. We'll see. She should be able to, but we'll get it figured out. As far as that kind of stuff's concerned, it shouldn't be a problem. Got other things you want to talk about?
I was thinking maybe those girls should pop in here. Think they will?
I don't know.
I heard there was some grooviness.
Some groovy stuff going on in the events department
Yeah.
today. Well, they need to be working and not being
Right,
groovy.
true,
That's what they need to be doing. While we're fooling around in here. There's nothing going
Get all
on
that
there.
work done because the truck's leaving.
The truck comes next Friday, and got a lot of things to do still.
We do. I'm trying to think though, because there's always questions. Is my
I think we're good.
My
okay. Okay. I don't know, Doug. This book looks really great.
Yeah,
now.
the program came out really nice. It looks really good. Barbie did a fabulous job on it. Congratulations.
Just all by myself. No. But the way in the program though, you'll see that there's always listings of everything, but this is where you kind of can get descriptions. So if you see a title of a seminar that you want to see, or you think you're interested in, all the descriptions are all in an area called seminar descriptions, and then they'll also kind of match up the times again, but they're it's all listed, every page. If you can get on that digital program, you can get started early, because I know you are planners and we try to stay ahead of you. All the exhibitors are listed. There's always surprises. Doug always comes up with something. Not in this time.
We'll see. Maybe. We'll see. Barb was just mentioning, and we had an ad. We talked about the ad page and cancel page earlier. There also is such a thing for our exhibitors as well, because in the time from we put this book together until we go, we've had some new vendors come on, some new exhibitors, and we've also had a couple that had to cancel. So it's unfortunate. We have on the family side, folks who have medical or mechanical issues, or for some reason family issues, whatever. And the same thing happens with them. Some of them are business, larger businesses. Some of them are smaller, and if a person gets ill or they have a problem getting around, they have to cancel as well. It's unfortunate, but we're going to have a good time. As I mentioned earlier, for folks who have been to Camplex before, they can tell you what a nice place it is. If you have not been there, you're going to be really impressed with the facility. They keep the place looking great. The buildings are awesome. We've had these two main buildings for our seminars and for most of our activities: the Wyoming Center and Heritage Center / Energy Hall. And we also have our entertainment and our receptions areas over in over in Central Pavilion, which is right next to the plaza area, which is where we do our coffee and donuts on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and our outdoor activities are there. So it's really easy to get around once you get over to the area. Very easy walking around. Once you get into a building like Wyoming Center, there's a lot of stuff going on in there. We have how many seminars over in Heritage? 9 seminar rooms between Heritage and Energy. So, most of your seminar, most of your learning is going to take place in that building. And exhibits and a lot of the fun stuff is over in the Wyoming Center. Not that the seminars aren't fun. Don't get me wrong there, but the pickleball, the friendship room exhibits are all over in that area.
I guess to just kind of take it easy, because I mean it gets overwhelming. There's just a lot to do and a lot going on. So sort of take some time and just map out your day. A lot of times I get my evaluations, because we evaluate every seminar. Is that I wish you could have this again, but you kind of don't say. You just put that statement in. You say, I don't know which one that is. So if you would say, be specific when you comment on things, so I know that you want to know you missed the fire safety seminar and you want that twice, because I am inundated with seminars and I can barely get a lot of them in once. So I don't want to just put in things at random. So if you really felt that was good, and give your evaluation, and I read them all. So, and they're all compiled, and we look back on them. And I do have some. Finally, I got a lot of times I don't have it because I don't have anybody to present it. So this time I do have 2 cooking classes. Janet Sadek has come back out of retirement, and she's gonna have 2. They're not the same. There's 2 different cooking classes, and I've got a lot of nice crafts. I have a local artisan coming in. She is in Gillette, and she just brings a different flavor. And I don't know, just enjoy it. Just enjoy everything you can, and just remember that the app does not sign you up for things. It's just your personal schedule. So that it does confuse people sometimes.
Right.
We don't know that we don't get that report. You signed up for a cooking class or whatever.
Barb's watch is telling her something. I'm not sure what it's telling her, but it's going crazy right now.
Oh, the girl. Well, we're gonna get Rochelle come in.
All right. Hey. Okay. One other thing, Barb mentioned something about take it easy, and I want to go a little different route with that. When you are in Gillette, it is dry. The climate is very dry, and it's very easy for you to become dehydrated without even knowing it. So please pay attention to your water intake throughout the event. They have water fill areas that you can use. You can certainly bring your own wherever you are. So make sure that you do pay attention to your intake of water. It is really important. I know a couple of years ago, it got me one day pretty good. So please pay attention to that and make sure that you are staying hydrated, as Kylie so nicely mentioned there. How does she know? How does she know I'm even going to talk about that? Because that's something I didn't even bring it up during that little production meeting. And you should see these production meetings or something else. We got big storyboards. It's like it's a whole production. It's something else. Or maybe we get together in my office and sit around and talk
about everything. Kind of writes it all down. And she says,
yeah.
I do have a lot of little notes listed on this welcome letter to you, and it's before you leave your RV for the day, you have your badges. It's a pain if you don't, because you're going to get stopped. Because those security guards, they are security volunteers. But anyway, have your badges, have some water, and all your drugs, your phone, and make sure you have everything. Because if you are parked out further away, you don't want to have to walk back. But we'll help you out if we can. But water was a big issue.
Yeah. And it sneaks up on you. It really does. You don't feel it until it's too late. So make sure you do take care of yourself in that regard. All right. So
Oh, any more questions? I guess. How are we doing that time? Well, I'm going to say goodbye with her. I'm going to bring her in.
yeah. Are we ready to say goodbye?
Are
think
we?
Did we have anything, Kylie?
I think we
We
forgot.
got everything.
We kind of touched on everything. If you do have any questions, so, after this is over, all this as as a recording, and you have some questions, please feel free to give us a call, send us an email, convention@fmca.com, and we'll be happy to return with an answer. I'm going to be heading up to Gillette on the 14th. The girls are coming up on the 17th. So we've got about 2 weeks to go before, we are up there in full force. As I mentioned earlier, you all will be probably heading in that direction here soon. So please be very careful. Safe travels to you all. Hopefully you can stop and visit some of the cool places along the way with Mount Rushmore, Yellowstone, Hills Tower, and some of the places up in that area. It really is a great country. One of these days, I'm going to stay a couple of weeks after, and just kind of up there a little bit and see the country. So, I
You're
guess,
saying how important badges are. Because it identifies you if something happens. And
yeah, and please, that's another thing. Besides just your ticket for the show, it does help us, especially if you fill in the information on the back of the badge. If something does happen to you, where we would need to get in touch with spouse or partner or someone else, we have some information about you and how to get in touch with someone else. As
you
need be.
even put their pets on there too. Pets. I don't know. I don't know what's that.
I don't know. All right.
Or from Florida. Is that
Kylie's
right?
winding us down.
Winding
She's
us up.
whining. She's doing that.
Oh, no,
I guess that means, come on, let's go, folks. I gotta get out of here this
But
afternoon.
before we go, we want to bring up, because Doug and I are a lot of fun, but none of this could be our girls, our staff, and but two of them must be in post.
Come on in here.
Got-
Come on, Scott.
We got one of our
Alright.
Make
event
it look a lot better now.
Okay.
event gals. See,
Hello.
we're all into we're all into this, and
I'm Rochelle. I will be at Will Call and at the parking. I'll be on team.
so all your problems we'll call.
Yep, I'm your girl.
No, she's been sorting and packing and checking her list twice, and so it's the fastest we'll call you've ever experienced.
Fastest Will Call in the list.
So all your fears of will call, just put them away because we got Rochelle at the helm. So, anyway, with that, I will say goodbye. Very pleased to this glasses up already.
Those glasses are cool.
So you'll also meet Maria and Allison. Maria will be in the headquarters office, and Allison will be at info,
And Tina.
and Tina will be in commercial. We're here. We're ready. Got our outfits, and until then, safe travels. The other words.
Stay groovy.
Stay groovy. All right, we'll see y'all.
Peace out.
See y'all in about 3 weeks from today.
Thanks.